And remember, the kids absorb what is being conveyed to them as being important from what we as parents prioritize. Is it respect of the elders and the softness with children, and the respect of a spouse, and respect of a neighbor, and to feed the hungry and the orphans, and to hold families together, to be part of a khandan, an extended family, to help the grandparents and aunts and uncles? Is this priority visible to today's kids? Is it their ikhlaq, their manners, and the etiquettes that are worked on and prioritized? Is this a skill set we work to enhance? And do they hear your du'as for them? Let children audibly hear the content of your du'as for them. And this is what you aspire that they attain in life and in the akhirah, that this is what you want and hope for them. Let them learn the du'as and hear you saying them, and let them apply them in their lives through each tabak, each stage that they will go through. Let them hear you ask Allah for Jannah and from relief from the fire, as heaven or hell is the final tabak, final stage. Which do you want them to aspire to attain in the end, after the constant toil, constant kabad of the dunya? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Balad, لَقَدْ خَلَقَنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Verily we have created man in toil. He will always be in some sort of kabad, toil, busyness, fatigue. Through these toils, man is tested as to how he carries himself through them and through each tabak, stage of life. Some of the scholars have reflected on mankind, insan, being like a plant, as its growth and development is like that of a plant. The initial element is mud, and this element provides food and nourishments. Insan is thus like a plant, as its food also comes from the mud, from the growth, from the ground. And so Allah causes us to grow well from the earth, and then He eventually takes us back to that earth when we die. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Nuh, and Allah has brought you forth from the dust, earth. Afterwards He will return you into it, the earth, and bring you forth again on the day of resurrection. And so insan, crops, vegetation are all like the plants of the earth, as both suckle at its food and its drink, and both die in its cradle. And some plants are sweet plants and some are bitter. Some are beneficial as herbs and crop and medicine, and some are harmful with poisons. Some are smooth and some have thorns. Similarly, among the people, some are Muslim, some are kafir, some are obedient, some are rebellious, some do good deeds, good amal, some do fasad and corruption, and all of these people will return to dust and then be resurrected and then return to their Rabb for accountability, and will finally reach their eternal abode, either Jannah or Jahannam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Inna ilayna iyabahum, thumma inna alayna hisabahum. Verily to us will be their return, then verily for us will be their reckoning. So all of us are always moving from one stage of life to the next, from one tabak to the next. Do we then not reflect that the God, the Rabb, the Khaliq who created and provides to us is the one we are returning back to every day? Back to the Malik, the owner of everything, the Maliki Yawm ad-Din, the owner of the Day of Judgment, and owner of the reckoning?